The last part that I want to mention about your calculator is the use of the table. So the table is very helpful, especially when we get to limits. So the function that I'm going to look at is f of x is 2 over x minus 1 squared. So I'm going to have 2 divided by x minus 1 squared. So let's put that in y1. So 2 divided by x minus 1 squared. Now I could look at the graph. So there's the graph. Now if I want to find particular x values, so if I want to know maybe what's x of 1, 2, and 3, I want to plug all those in, I would go to table. Table's over here, but first let's set our table. So that's second window. You see table set right there. This says where do you want your table to start? So what's the starting x value? Let's say 1. What do you want the increment to be between all the numbers? Let's keep that at 1. I could make it 0.5, but let's keep it to 1. Then go to my table, so second graph. So what this does is say for any x value, what is my function value? So f of, type this in, f of negative 1 is 0.5. That's what my table told me. The table also tells me that f of 2 is 2. You can see how this is just telling me all of my y values, or all my function values. And we did this example before where we found the vertical asymptote. You can see I can't plug in 1. This was an error. Now what else do I want to do with this table? Let's say I want to know in the future. So for huge x values, what's happening to my y values? So maybe I'll type in 1,000,000. Well, you can see what's happening. It's getting smaller and smaller. This negative 12 means these really small numbers. So as I get huge x values, you see that the y values are getting smaller and smaller. You can see they're decreasing, and you can keep on going forever. Same thing in the negative direction. I could type in negative 1,000,000. And now what's happening? Again, they're getting smaller and smaller. So the table can help you if you need to find different function values for different x values, and it can also tell you what's happening in the long run. Now as far as this increment goes, so this delta table, if I change it to 0.5, you can see that's saying that between any two x values, that's the distance. So that's how you use the table.